Hi guys, get ready with me while I tell you about how I actually stay productive in Dubai. People romanticize Dubai so much, and honestly, I see it. The skylines, the malls, the beaches, it's all amazing. Maybe not the heat, but you get it. But also, how do you stay productive in a city that's constantly moving without losing your mind? Because think about it, we're trying to keep up with school assignments, meet friends, stay active, do extracurriculars or internships, spend time with family, reply to texts, keep snap streaks, read books, study for exams, keep your room clean, maybe work on a side hobby or a passion project, and we still just need to take time out to just breathe and exist. At some point, you just think, where is my silence in all of this? But I've noticed that a lot of the stress isn't even from how much we actually have to do. It's how much we think we have to do. Because let's be real, in our heads, everything feels 10 times bigger and scarier. Like, oh my god, I have a million things to finish. When realistically, it's like 3 tasks, but our anxiety just turns it into 30. So today, I want to talk about how I stay productive without burning out or losing my mental health, and how I organize my life in a way that makes me feel calm and not overwhelmed. The way that I find myself staying sane most of the time is by making sure that I plan my time out ahead of the actual date. Not the wake up at 5 a.m., run 10 kilometers, finish all your goals, become a millionaire, Pinterest kind of planning. Although that is my favorite part. But I like to plan out the most important things that I have to get done by a date. Now, there are many tips I can recommend in this video, but the best thing to do is to actually write it down, rather than mentally keeping it in, because it can actually reduce your stress, and that's what we want in the end. Another way to keep yourself from going insane, because let's face it, you could write down 27 different words on paper, and now you're overwhelmed with the amount of tasks that you have to do. But it's to follow the golden rule of 3. Research on goal setting basically suggests that focusing on a small number of achievable goals per day increases success and reduces overwhelm. So, by picking 2 to 3 main and most important tasks per day will make you more likely to finish it. And you know what? Throw in something relaxing as well. You need to give your brain that break anyways. Okay, now that we have planning out of the way, we can actually talk about productivity. I want to start with something important though. Productivity is meaningless if it damages your mental health. I've had days where I pushed myself way too hard. Stayed up until 2 a.m. finishing homework, ignored my friends and family, and yeah, my anxiety spiked. My sleep went to trash, and I just felt miserable. Not productive at all. I read this book though, Why to Sleep by Matthew Walker. It's a super good book, and I 100% recommend. It talks about how important sleep actually is. Honestly, and I bet many of you can relate, sleep is my favorite thing in the whole entire world. But the thing is, no one emphasizes how important it is to actually sleep. But having a good and substantial amount of rest can benefit you in so many ways, because now you're able to focus better and even able to remember things better. Something that Matthew Walker discusses in his book is about how the hippocampus stores short-form memory, and during sleep, the frontal lobe allows these memories to be formed into long-term aspects. As someone who wants to put their best foot forward, and I bet a lot of people do too, no matter the setting you are in, prioritizing your health will always be more important. Because if your health isn't good, then how will your work be good? No offense, but let's be real. I think that Dubai can sometimes make that feel a little more intense. There's this constant social pressure. I mean, everyone's at events, malls are buzzing, schools are competitive, and then you have those long commutes. It's easy to fall into burnout culture without even realizing it. Because let's be real, in today's world, especially living somewhere like Dubai, where everyone's constantly on the move, it's so easy to mistake being busy for being productive. Like, we glamorize the grind, waking up early, constantly doing something, filling every single hour with tasks, but no one really talks about how draining that actually is. Sometimes we're not even working towards something meaningful anymore. We're just doing things because we feel like we have to be doing something. That's burnout culture, when your entire sense of worth depends on how much you're producing or achieving. It tricks you into thinking that rest is lazy, when actually rest is what keeps you creative and consistent. So I asked some of my friends to tell me what are some of the things that they do that helps them stay productive.
Digital detox. During study periods, I put my phone away, basically in jail. No TikTok, no Instagram, no scrolling until I finish what needs to be done.
I spend like 5 to 10 minutes every day journaling things and writing down everything that I've accomplished in that day, because then it gets it out of my head and onto paper, and then I can look at it and see like the tasks that I've managed to like take off my checklist and what I have to still do, and then I feel more grateful for what I accomplished during a day because I have it like all written in front of me rather than in my head.
Prioritize rest. Sleep isn't optional. I schedule designated times for chilling, resting, and sleeping. That way my brain can be recovered from the day.
And of course, to add to that, realistic to-do lists. I only pick 2 to 3 major things to do per day. Remember that rule of 3 thing I was talking about earlier? Yeah, that. Basically, small wins equals a big mental boost. And honestly, at the end of the day, I realized that productivity does not mean that you have to be busy every single second. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing what matters to you and doing it well. I think that living in Dubai especially teaches you that balance, because the energy here is go, 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 go. But if you don't slow down for yourself, no one else is gonna do it for you. So yeah, that's how I've been managing to stay productive here without completely losing my mind. Plan smart, rest well, and remind yourself that it's okay to pause. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you take these tips and use them in your own life.